Hello, what is up guys? Evildoers time here today, back with another Black Desert video. Today's video we're going to be taking a look at the most recent patch that came to Black Desert on July 5th of 2023, going over all the events, as well as major changes, that way you don't miss a thing. This week's patch brings us the free Dream Horse that we talked about in the video like 2 days ago, a bunch of other events, like 1,000% EXP bonus right now, like awesome if you want to do some leveling. There's tons of stuff. I'm not going to waste any more time. Just quickly before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, new to Black Desert, or you've been watching videos on this channel and still have not subscribed yet, please consider it. Helps grow my channel, you stay up to date with new content, and we both win. And without further ado, let's get into it and start off with the events like we do every single week. And the first event I kind of already hinted at, but if you look at the top of your screen, you'll see an EXP boost event in progress. So 50% life skill EXP across the board, except for trading, of course, because they never give it to us. But combat EXP is up 1,000, skill EXP up 300%, mount EXP up 50%, drop rate up 50%, tons and tons and tons of buffs right now. If you're trying to do any grinding, power leveling your character, AFK leveling is pretty solid with 1,000% EXP. Life skill bonuses if you're trying to do cooking power leveling, hunting power leveling, any of your life skills you're trying to power level, now is the time to go ahead and do it. And then this is also coming with one of the massive treasure events. So if you've never done one of these treasure event things before, basically the rare items that you can find only from doing certain grind spots can now be dropped from alternate locations. So if you haven't finished off your infinite pots, or your like treasure map item or the compass item, now's an opportunity to do it at a different location and make your life a little bit easier or add a little bit of variety to your grind. So yeah, first event, absolutely massive, super exciting, running for a total of 2 weeks here, July 5th through July 19th. Next up, if you're a new or returning player to Black Desert, we got some bonus login rewards for you here for the next 3 days. Bonus loyalties, enhancement items for your seasonal character, and inventory expansion coupons. So pretty nice if you're a new or returning player. And for those of you that are not new or returning, well, we have a new set of login rewards available to us here as well. These login rewards are nothing crazy, pretty ones that we're pretty typically used to seeing here. Moving on a bit further, we have a new little quest line event series here to get knowledge in the Morning Light region. So for getting the knowledge of the people of Moodle Village, Delbel Village, and Donghae Province, you're going to get a couple of cool little items. So some glasses that you can put on your character, Spring's Herbal Decoration, and Savage Drops. So go complete that knowledge out in the new region. And if you don't know how to open up the knowledge menu, it's the H key on the keyboard. Next up, one that a lot of people are going to be excited about is the Awakening Maegu release. So if you've been wanting to play this class, it is out now. They previewed it a little while ago. We have a little trailer here as well if you want to see some combat, how the class plays and whatnot. So that's the same sort of stuff we saw during the live stream this past weekend. For completing the Maegu Awakening questline, you're going to get some bonus items, including Secret Scrolls of the Red Fox, Scroll of Jaidu Arts, a relic box, and some EXP scrolls there. So these Secret Scrolls of the Red Fox give you bonus contribution EXP, and then the Book of Rodu Arts is for bonus drop rate and whatnot while you're grinding it. So pretty cool if you want to go ahead and finish off your Maegu Awakening questline to get some free stuff. We then get into some GM notes, which aren't necessarily events, but just kind of things that we want to like bring up and talk about with a bit more detail. First of all, the season early graduation is beginning here. We'll cover this again in a second, but I do have a guide on early graduation. It's from the winter season. Nothing has changed except that you don't get a free Narshalin box and you can't do it twice. So I guess a couple things have changed, but the overall scheme and what you do in graduation hasn't changed. So this video is still essentially completely accurate. No reason for me to remake it. And look, basically the same haircut. But yeah, early graduation's out there, but don't worry, the season is not over. And in fact, it has been extended all the way through August 30th, so you have a little bit extra time to play on your seasonal characters this time around. Now the next one of these GM notes I'm going to touch on is a bit more sad, but in the game there was going to be a new statue added, and that statue is to commemorate Brazil Team, a streamer who recently passed away. So not a great situation, but it is a nice little homage or tribute to the content creator. So it is nice that Prolibus went ahead and did that and added that into the game. So if you see that around, that's what's going on with that. Now next up, the final thing here on the GM announcements, and this one's kind of cool, is a European pop-off store kicking off in Paris. So if you live in Paris, you can go to this Kick Cafe, wherever this is, because I'm a stupid American and I don't know anything. But there's going to be a few different things there. You can get some pins for your class, some kits that honor the Wusa, the Dark Knight statue that's always tough to find sitting there, Garmoth's head statue, and some cute, adorable little stuffed aminals. So, you know, if you want to hook me up with a cute stuffed aminal, I would totally love it. But otherwise, if you live in Paris, something to check out if you're interested in any merch from the game. So that's it for the events and whatnot. We can now get into the patch notes themselves, and the patch notes do bring a bunch of content and whatnot here. First of all, we have the Maegu Awakening. It has been released. I already mentioned this. You can do the Awakening questline for that event series that we saw a second ago. which is pretty cool. Next up, we have a new animation that's been added for male characters in the game. If you press the Enter key on the keyboard to bring up the chat, press the S key, you should see a leg cross command that's been added right here, leg cross. And your character will sit down with their legs crossed. So, yeah, that's added into the game for male characters. Next up, a couple of classes got some new eye frames added to their kit, so invincibility frames added to a couple of skills for these different classes. If you play any of those, I guess you'll be pretty excited about that. Moving into the class changes, the biggest one is to Dark Knight. Dark Knight's seeing a series of buffs across the board for both Awakening and Succession, so a lot of scaling improvements. For this class, they're pretty steep improvements, looks like 15 to 30-ish% across the board, just scanning through this pretty quickly and doing the math quickly in my head. But some nice buffs across the board if you play the class, pretty exciting. And then moving on to Maegu, it looks like Maegu got some more nerfs. We see some scaling reductions on a lot of abilities here. So about 10% there, about 10, 20, 30% there, because it's went from times 6 to times 4. This is at times 8 to times 5, times 10 to times 6. So some pretty heavy nerfs there across the board on this class. So if you play Maegu, kind of disappointing there for you. Sorry for the bad news. And then another flat 4% nerf across the board to all Succession skills PvE damage. So a little bit further reduction. But hey, this class was fun while it lasted, right? Next up, a new region has been added to the Land of Morning Light, Dahlia Pier. Dahlia Pier is located up near the top of the map near Nopse's Beaut-Conti, if you don't know where that is on the map, or if you haven't been to the new region yet, you can complete the Magnus questline that I have a video guide series for to get a teleport over here. But we have a new node out here at the pier, so you can pick one up there, just north of Nopse's Beaut-Conti. The node itself has some new stuff that you can mine from it as well, which is kind of neat. Next, we get into some naval content. So the Etheric Carrack has had its capacity for the cabin space increased from 50 to 100. That way you can get some more buffs from your sailors to bring it in line with the new ship that was kind of just released. New ship that's just been released has some different gear type stuff coming out with it. And it also has a skill, Unbeaten, that allows you to breathe fire on people. So kind of neat there. Additionally, there's a new quest available in Moodle Village that allows you to get 3 Sailor's Oaths. This increases the number of sailors you can hire by 3. And that is accepted from the NPC Chulong located in Moodle Village. And to make hiring sailors a little bit easier, the time for their refreshes at the various locations, Velia, Furiaport, and Ilia Island have been adjusted between 30 minutes and an hour. And you can now also hold up to 40 sailors. Next up, another boss has been added to the Dark Shrine. For those of you that don't know what that is, it is this little triangle up here, the Black Shrine. New boss has been added to this here that you can partake in and compete with. This was previewed at the event this past weekend that I covered a couple days ago, so pretty exciting, I guess, if you're interested into that. It also has a new tale associated with it that you'll have to play through. We mentioned this a few seconds ago about the summer season early graduations beginning from May 24th or running through August 30th. You don't have to early graduate. If you don't early graduate, you still get to keep your character. Nothing changes in your life. It's just if you want to get your seasonal character to a regular character a little bit faster. This season's graduation has the same rewards that we're typically used to seeing, so you get to pick which Kaposha accessory you want at the pen stage. Or if you've already gotten all 4 of them, you can get the Advice of Alex plus 100 box right here. If you're looking for an order to pick these up, always pen Kaposha necklace first, then you can take either the belt or the ring, and then whichever one you didn't get the previous season, followed by the Perla Star, and that is the order to redeem the items here on this. Don't get the earring, get the ring. Life skill award when from this Pearl Abyss? Next up, they announced during the big live stream this past weekend that pet levels will be removed. That's levels, not tiers, but levels will be removed, so you don't have to level up to level 10 anymore. They didn't do that, but instead they just made it so that the times are just flat and they don't change with the level, so I guess that's useful. Next up, we get into the big one right here, making your dream horse. So I teased this in the video a couple days ago, that it was coming out. Well, it's officially here. So for this one, real simple. Y key on the keyboard, you're going to see Vipko's special calling horn. Claim this. In your inventory, you should already have the rocking horse in it. So right here you can see I have Vipko's rocking horse. This was an item from a previous login reward here. I showed it on my video 2 days ago. Just pull that video up and you'll be able to see it. Now once you have both of those things in your inventory, the rocking horse as well as the calling horn, press the L key on the keyboard, click on the manufacturing tab, which is this little like hammer icon, and then add both of these items by right clicking and click the start button. So now we have Vipko's dreaming horse. And what we can do is right-click on this to select from a different set of items here. So we can get a Doom Horse, Dina Horse, or Ardenaut, and then either male or female for all of those, or you can get the Mystical Sensor Bundle. Mystical Sensor Bundle contains 5 of these, so if you've already got enough stuff to be going for the tier 10 horse, you can get a couple more attempts out of it. For me personally, I need to get the horses for my tier 10, so we're going to be picking up an Ardenaut female right here, and confirm it. And you're going to have to type in whatever you are picking up here. So Ardenaut. to confirm what we're picking up. And just like that, now my wonderful horse, Thick Boy, finally has Thick Girl. Now once you have the emblem in your inventory, all you gotta do is head over to a stable, click on the stable itself here. It'll pop up saying you have a mount you can register the mount, click on the horse, enter a name, and like I said, it's gonna be Thick Girl with 3 C's. Although I need to make sure I have it spelled as yeah. So it's Thick Boy, no space, now we got Thick Girl. Confirmed, and there it is. Now this horse here has some pretty cool stuff about it. First of all, if you get on the mount information tab here and look at it, it has every single skill already unlocked. This was not announced when it first released, but this is just like an added bonus. I thought we were gonna have to level this stupid horse up, get everything perfect with it, get all the skills, do some reroll coup. Nope, they gave you every skill unlocked by default. Every single one, regardless of which horse you pick. So absolutely fantastic. That being said, it starts at level 1, so you're gonna have to level it up to increase all of these stats right here. So I guess that's a little disappointing, but not having to do these skills, not having to spend money to get a perfectly rolled dream horse on the skills, fantastic. Big fan, high five, well done, Pearl Abyss. But anyway, yeah, that's our new horse there. Now moving on into the patch notes a bit more, seasonal characters can now ride dream horses, which was announced, which is pretty exciting. Couple tweaks to some quests in the game. As I already mentioned, there's an in memoriam for the Adventure Brazil team, so again, that statue's in the game. The cooldown of Nadir's band has been adjusted from 30 seconds to 5 seconds for big fail stacks when you use them, which is nice, quality of life improvement there. And then that is pretty much it with this patch. So yeah, big thing everybody is your free dream horse. Make sure to take advantage of it, get that dream horse. If you're wondering which one to pick, I would highly recommend the Pegasus, the Ardnot. This horse will change the way you play Black Desert. I don't think you can say the same about any of the other horses. That's going to do it for the video, though. I hope you do enjoy the video. I hope it helped you. If it did, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about it. What do you think about all these cool changes, events, all that stuff? I mean, we got 1,000 EXP bonus, free dream horses, tons of stuff, Maegu Awakening. I mean, let me know. What do you think down there? Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you at the next YouTube video, Twitch live stream, or wherever I happen to see you. Peace.